That's crazy. All
Yeah.
right, so talk about your first Christian rap. What did that? What was that like?
Okay. It was so churchy. I was definitely preaching the gospel. You had no question, okay, if I was saved or not. I was definitely preaching the gospel. I started off in a group. It was called Speak Life. The name
Okay.
in general will let you know. Okay, it was called Speak Life. It was me and a girl. I met her when I was of the world, and we used to rap, or we tried to rap together, secular music,
Yeah.
in secular music. But God saved me literally like a month or two later,
Wow.
and I told her. Now you know when you first get saved, you got all this zeal, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody I ran into, I'm telling them about God. I'm talking about, I didn't care if you was the person at McDonald's or the person up the street. So I told her, I said, girl, I'm not rapping secular music anymore. But I go to church. If you want to come to church with me, da 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 da. Like, one thing, I was a soul winner. Like, I would get you to come to church.
Yeah.
So she came to my church and God saved her.
Wow.
And she started living for God. She was filled with the Holy Spirit. She got baptized, all of the things.
Yeah.
So we started doing music together. And we started a group. It was called Speak Life. And the first song was called Church.
Mm.
It was like, yeah, we up in the church. Church. What you know about that? Church.
Okay.
Church.
Okay.
It was lame. You know what I'm saying? It was a little lame, but we was saved and we loved the Lord. You know, we was doing what we needed to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but the more we wrote and the more we got into, our relationship with God, the more creative we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more God expanded our gift. Because I didn't even know Christian rap was a thing. So when I got saved, I didn't rap for the first 2 years of me being in God,
Got you. Got
and I
you.
didn't know. I thought that rap was another thing I had to give up,
Got you.
with other things. But once I discovered Trip Lee on accident,
Yeah.
I heard a song from him called I'm Good. Very first Christian rap song I ever heard. And when I
Wow.
heard it, I said, oh my gosh, this got bass to it. Oh, he's talking
Yeah.
about Jesus. Wait a minute, I can do this. Imagine I'm Good being your introduction to Christian rap.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, this song is fire. He like, dun, 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 dun. I said, okay, period. So it was history from there. So once I started
Got
rapping
you.
2 years later, I just never stopped.
Got you. Did you I remember you like a cipher going viral.
Hmm.
Like wasn't a cipher that went viral. Was that the people like one of the young ladies was in your group? Was that all
Yes.
y'all that like that? And then talk about that process. Talk about like doing that video and then all of a sudden like, oh snap, this is picking up steam.
Yes. So I've always been an advocate for women. I've always been a girl's girl. I'm gonna hold the girlies down. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to do is do that.
Yeah.
I have got into it with some major people over women of God in Christian rap. I have DM people. If they are major and they have no women on the lineup, I have the issue with that. I be commenting stuff. I'm like, oh, so ain't no women. It's 2025. Y'all ain't got no women on the lineup. Y'all can find nobody. Like, I am dead. I don't be playing when it comes to the girlies. Okay. But I felt like the Lord was leading me to do something with women of God. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I really need to do like a cipher. I ain't never seen no female Christian rap cipher. I've never seen that. Back then they were very popular to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, I need to see, it's so many talented people in gospel rap in Detroit. The movement used to be crazy back in the day. Like,
Oh wow.
oh my gosh, it was like bigger than how CHH was when I first started getting into mainstream CHH.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like it's massive, like how it is for the gospel girlies and
Yeah.
the gospel singers. It was
Yeah.
like that for the Christian rap, and we used to have a time. Okay, a time was had.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of women, that were rapping, and I just prayed about it, and I said, "Well, Lord, whoever you want me to be a part, whoever you want to be a part of this, I'm going to do it." So God gave me the girls. I reached out to them. Some of them were able to do it. Some of them weren't. But the girls who were, it came out amazing. It came out
Yeah.
amazing. We shot the video and I started promoting it. That's why you can't stop promoting your music, because we released the video in December, but it didn't take off. It didn't go viral until April.
Oh wow.
So we
Wow.
released it in December, but back then this was before a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I a whole lot. This was before Spotify, iTunes, all of the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So I sent the record to it was this website called Christian Hip Hop Hits Just as Hard. I don't even think that they are like still out, but I sent it
Yeah.
to them and it went viral on Facebook. It was like 3 million views in a day.
Oh wow.
And then Kev on Stage seen it. And now this was 2013.
Wow.
We was doing numbers back in 20, you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to
Wow.
think about
Yeah.
coming into today, but it blew up. It took, I'm talking about God did his big one. When I sent it to them, it just blew up. That's how I got my relationship with Kev on Stage to this day. You know, he did a review on it. It opened up doors for us. We were traveling. Churches was calling us out. People was
Just to
trying
do
to,
that cipher.
just because of that cipher, just because of my one yes, just because I was like, oh yeah, God, I want to do this. We went on tour. It was a whole, and
Wait,
we was
okay.
all
So
just
did y'all have
independent.
music or was it just y'all get up there and y'all just do the cipher that everybody just seen?
No, they booked us for an actual booking. So they said, you know, we want y'all to do the cipher, but we also want y'all to rap y'all individual music. And mind you, it was like 4 or 5 of us.
Oh,
So
got you.
they
So
booked
did all
each of
y'all have
us.
music? Did y'all all have? I'm sorry.
Yep,
Did
we
y'all have all
did.
music? Oh
hmm
wow.
We all had music. We all had. I had an album. You know, back in the day, I had
Is
an
that
album
the
back in the.
is that the one with the guitar?
Which one? No, 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 no. That was just a cute photo shoot.
Okay.
But I had an album. It's called I forgot. Oh, Real Love. That's how you know I
Okay.
gotta. Yeah, it's time. But you know, that was when Bandcamp was a thing.
Got you. Yeah.
So, you know, I had an album and we was, you know, back in the day we used to do 16 songs. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you just make whatever you want to.
Yeah.
So everybody had an album, everybody had music out and you know, we would just perform. It was a
Got
great
you.
time.
Got you. Where did that situation lead you to? Like what was the next thing after that situation? Like, because I mean, going viral back then, I mean, that's a like a precursor because it's like
Yeah,
back then, like 2013, going viral, we didn't really
yeah,
know what going viral. That was like the birth of
yeah,
people going viral and becoming stars off the internet. You know what I mean? So how
yeah.
did that? What was that transition like for you after that cipher?
It was amazing. Like even people were trying to get us to get on this show. They wanted us to do a reality show.
Oh wow,
But we didn't want it to be messy.
got you. Yeah,
You know, I'm gonna do. I didn't feel it was a lot of big companies and a lot of big people reaching out to us. I kind of was afraid because, mind you, I was independent, but I'm still independent, but I was independent back then. I wasn't experienced. I didn't really have nothing but my leaders. You know, I was like,
got you.
okay, well, my pastors are helping me, but I don't really know what I'm
Got
doing.
you.
You know, so it was a little scary with all of the attention and all of the following and all of the things. Like it kind of crippled me in a way
Wow.
where I just was like, I kind of shrunk back.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like I finally was getting what I was praying for, but then it startled me. Like I wasn't prepared for it. So
Got
I
you.
just kind of like, oh, you know, I would drop stuff still here and there, but I wasn't consistent because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is maybe I'm not, maybe I shouldn't. Just a lot of second guessing anxiety, just things that the enemy would consistently fight me with.
Wow.
I had to grow out of that and be like,
Yeah.
you know, and not self-sabotage my career.
Got you.
So I recently just got out of that since I moved to Atlanta. I would say about 5 years ago. But for a
Wow.
lot of my career, I held myself back because of fear, or I was afraid to go by myself. When my group separated, I was afraid to be independent. Can I do it? Can I perform by myself? Is God with me? Am I going to be able to? Da, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just overthinking it, and then you're doing something you don't see other people do. This is before Anike gets signed to Reach
Yeah.
Records. You
Yeah.
know, so I don't have who I just see Cray, Andy, KB, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, love them down. I love them. But
Yeah.
it's like I am a woman and I don't
Yeah.
really know what am I doing. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm doing, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know. I just don't know.
Got
So
you.
it wasn't no blueprint. I had to figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
And it really wasn't accepted. A lot of people thought we weren't saved, you know. So we got more love from the world, unfortunately. You know, but a lot
That's
of
how
people
it
was like,
normally goes, unfortunately.
you know, a lot of people like, y'all ain't these women. You got pants on, and then when I get the mic, I've always had this voice. I've always
Yeah.
been very bold in my faith. So you know, I get the mic and I'm going in on the devil. Okay, they was looking like, oh Lord, call the police. So you know, it was a journey.
Yeah.